Good morning. We are team number 8 and our company is PolyHaven, the only organization to make garbage generation people's salvation. There are two major problems in the 21st century. The first of pollution and the second of disruption. While the first results in millions of water bottles being thrown into oceans every year, the second results in millions of people being displaced from their native homeland. What would you say if we could use the material thrown in the ocean to house these people in a safe environment?
We have allocated the equipment for the production where we are capable of treating ABS, PLA, and PET type of plastics. Our main material would be PET and HDPE as they are the most common plastics for food and beverage container. We will collect from the recycling yards and other suppliers for material selections, and we are expecting to produce 225,000 units every year in the later stage. The printer would be the critical part of this business, and we choose WASP 2400 as it is a fast printer to produce smaller scale customizable sheets to be able to assemble in different sizes as required, rather than the large scale printer which processes 5 times more on the duration and suffers heavier losses in case of occasional faulty.
PolyHaven aims to solve different issues and address different needs with just one innovative product. Sheets built with 3D printers from all those recycled plastic bottles can have many different applications, from the most urgent, such as providing roofing for people in emergency situations, to more recreational purposes, such as blocking out the sun on a day outdoors. We identify 3 main potential uses for our product. The first use is for emergency and disasters relief. Following a natural disaster or a humanitarian crisis, 3D printer shelters could be rapidly built to provide temporary accommodation for displaced people. PolyHaven would have a stockpile and would encourage organizations to act on a preventive rather than a reactive way. The product is easy to storage and easy to use. The second use is for affordable short-term housing. Shelters could be a suitable, low-cost solution to address the housing crisis. This could help, for example, to build temporary shelters for homeless people. Finally, the third use would be a more recreational use. This type of shelters could also be used for camping and other outdoor activities such as music festivals. As you can see, we're transforming one-use plastic bottles into long-term, easy-assembled multi-purpose tents. The intention behind PolyHaven's design is to make joinable sheets that can be used and reused for different purposes. One same sheet could provide roof for different purposes. PolyHaven covers different needs.
By 2026, the global construction plastic market is projected to reach $135.9 billion, with the recycled plastic market growing alongside it. PolyHaven focuses on India and Brazil due to their large rural population, increasing refugees, and abundant plastic waste. In India, we'll target Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Rajasthan, while in Brazil, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and other 2 states. To source plastic bottles, PolyHaven will collaborate with municipal solid waste organizations, local waste collectors, sorting facilities, and establish corporate partnerships with beverage companies. For smooth operations and compliance, we will partner with government bodies and NGOs. In India, we include the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Swachh Bharat Mission, Chintan Environmental Research and Action Group, and Waste Warriors. In Brazil, we'll work with the Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Cities, National Solid Waste Policy, and Eco-Life Recycles with another NGO. Thank you.
Let's see the competition in this industry. There are direct competitors on the left hand. For example, Conserve India. Conserve India specializes in upcycling plastic waste into construction materials. Also, there are traditional competitors as well, but we do not intend to compete with long-term construction market, so there is no threat. Instead, this could be gradual introduction to the market. To overcome direct competitors, we focus on the key differentiators. First, innovative and cost-effective production techniques. Second, high quality, durable, and customizable building materials. Third, strong partnerships with government bodies, NGOs, and local communities. Finally, active participation in sustainable housing initiatives and waste management campaigns. Here is about the thread of alternative in views of material. To build a tentative shelter, wood and fabric are lightweight, portable, inexpensive, and easy to work, but they are vulnerable to damage. On the other hand, steel and concrete are durable and resistant, but they are expensive and heavy. Plastic have each of their own good qualities for building shelter. It is lightweight, cost-effective, long-lasting, and has good protection.
In the end of the day, it all boils down to money. So when we were evaluating, we looked at our potential production capacity of 225,000 units a year. We settled on this primarily because we looked at a situation where the Rohingya migrants came to Bangladesh, an area near India, which could be used as a sort of benchmark, where 600,000 shelters were made by the UN. If we can tap into 10% of that, that's 60,000 shelters. That too from one incident. Imagine the sheer capacity you can go on a global scale. So 225,000 felt like a conservative estimate. We based our land around the equipment sizes, around the capacity of production, and we looked at two methods of pricing. The first, in which we intended to cover all capex costs within a 1 year period, which resulted in a higher price point, and the second, in which we decided to cover the capex cost over 2 years, which did result in a negative operating profit in the first year. But in the second year, we were again able to be positive in our revenue.
Yeah, on this slide, we're going to look at the advertising, media, and communication strategy. The PolyHaven is basically targeted at the business market, B2B. The market is characterized by very few and large customers. For example, we're looking at UNICEF, International Red Cross, governments. Yeah, and then we're going to look at the marketing life cycle. Like in the first year, we're looking at introducing the product on the market and carry out some product awareness. And this will be done through direct sales, consumer marketing, and then we're also going to create a website and also trying to find ourselves on the social media platforms and different ones as well. And then we're looking at phase 2, which would be like in 2 years, where we're going to look at moderate awareness and moderate sales. We're also looking at carrying out online sales, direct marketing, and also do print media and sales expansion. And then we'll move into phase 3, where we're looking at now diversification, high product awareness now, of course, yeah, a little bit low sales, but trying to find ourselves in trade expos and secure some annual government contracts and other alternative media as well. This will help us just to increase our sales and increase product awareness. Thank you.
We thought we'd take a second to talk about our business model canvas. Now, we've covered everything in the slides before, but the idea again to simplify is we're taking something that would have been thrown into landfills and polluted the environment and trying to make use of it in a way that helps the world. And in this case, hundreds of refugees or the homeless in cities, or maybe even make it commercial one day by giving it to people who are looking for camping accessories. And in a nutshell, we're giving back to society one bottle at a time. We were Team 8, and that was our pitch for a company called PolyHaven. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the seed capital required to get it off the ground and help the world. Thank you.